it's an honor to talk to you, sir. Like, how you been? How's life? It is
Hey man,
incredible to see you on this side.
hey man, I'm good, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm good. I'm blessed, man. That's what I am. I'm blessed.
That's beautiful.
I'm blessed. Where you at, man? Where you at? You from out that way, or you live in America, or you just be back and forth?
Nah, see, I was born in Kerala, but I lived in Houston for a good amount of time. I lived in Houston when y'all were when 3 6 Mafia was live. Like I was in the 2000s, so I moved in when it was like 2000, 2002, and that's
Okay.
when y'all were dropping them hits after hits. And but I'm in Mumbai right now. So my
Okay.
formative years, I was in Texas for a good part of my childhood, but then I moved out over here, and now I got
Okay.
I got in touch with my roots. I figured out what it means to be from this side of the world. Took my time, and
For sure.
but I think what the time that I spent there, like musically, was just incredible, man. Like what y'all did on that side, what you guys do in Memphis, the sound, with everything that y'all brought to the world is just incredible, man. I think it just shows in so much of music outside of what y'all did, man. So I just want to let y'all know, like, we are huge fans.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That where is that at? That's close by Asia, or that's India? That's
India
India.
is a
Okay.
subcontinent. I think. See, India. I live in Mumbai,
So
right
Mumbai,
now,
that's not
but
India. That's
that
not
is
India.
India. That is
Okay.
India. It is
Okay.
very much India. It is.
Okay.
It's right in the center.
Okay.
But I was born in Kerala, which is also, so India has a bunch of states, about 28, 20, 29 states.
Okay.
And wide breadth. There's a bunch of languages. It's kind of just, I think most people kind of just simplify it to just being Hindi, which is the language that everybody speaks. But there's multiple languages from top to bottom, and
Okay.
it's a pretty diverse place, man. I feel like you should visit sometime, bro.
I
You
need
got people over here
to. I need to.
we will take
I
care of you.
I need to do that. I need to do that. That's what I need to do. Like, the closest I ever been toward that way was Egypt, to like
Oh,
Africa. Yeah, that was,
beautiful.
yeah. It's cool. It was real cool. That's the farthest I've been. I went there. What was that? Last year or year before last? That was year before last. I went there year before last.
That's
Oh,
beautiful,
yeah,
man.
it was good. It was real good. It was something. You get a better understanding than what the TV try to show you. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. Actually, to go and experience it in person is an entirely different thing than seeing it on TV.
And
And
one
then you
thing
get
I say too about over there too, like if a person in America ain't never been to a different country, like when you go over there, stuff is more. I'm pretty sure the same way with y'all. It's more fresher. Y'all ain't putting all that crap in y'all food like over here.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
everybody. I mean, I ain't America know the business. They know what's going on. They know it's crap. But I mean, what else we gonna eat? But they man, like the honey. When that's just the honey. I was eating the honey. I couldn't believe. I said, I went online after I came back to try to find that honey.
Yeah.
But but
Now
what happens is you know how it goes when they come over here. You
it's
can't.
processed. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's not natural. Not like over there where y'all at.
I mean, it's it's at the end of it, right? It's capitalism, right? It's about the money.
It's
So they're
about
trying to
the
watch.
money over here.
They will water it down. They're gonna cut it down. By the time it gets there, it's a fraction of what it was. But that being said, since you got your passports ready, you need to come down to India sometime, man. I
Hey
would love to
man,
show
look
you
man.
this side of the world.
I,
It's
I
beautiful.
was telling I was telling my brother about you, Juice J. I was telling Juice J about you, man. And I told him, I said, man, we need to get some in with our guy over there, cause I said, man, like, dude is the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Look, it would first off, it would be a fucking honor, man. Like it would be incredible. But second of all, I feel like you would be able to see us out. You know how you said what you see on the TV is
Yeah.
not what it is when you
Nah.
go and actually experience it. This I can stand by this. There's an entirely different side of the world that I would love for y'all to show, and we can connect on a beautiful level, man. And once again, music it's just that thing that brought us together. I think, you
Mm-hmm.
know, what y'all done, the legacies that y'all have laid down is the reason why we can fucking do this, man. It's fucking
Oh yeah.
beautiful. I just love how it came together, man. But because of that, like I
Let
feel
me.
like this side,
I don't mean cut
huh?
you off. I gotta ask you this question.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So in the video, what is that y'all doing, man? What is that?
Yeah.
Y'all like literally like on a wall or something, man.
No, yeah, it was real. I do all my own stunts, man. I'm Jackie Chan and Tom Cruise. I'm doing all of it. So this is something that you see all across India, right? There's this is like you see it at circuses, at carnivals. It's a very common thing that all of us, if you're from this side, you've seen it no matter what language you speak or what state you live in. This is one thing that kind of everyone's seen. Funny enough, though, it's not from India. It's from like they have it in carnivals all around the world, but this is something we see, and it's kind of like a dying art form, to be honest. Not too many people are going out as it used to be, but we went into those. We sat inside the car, and once again, like I didn't know what I was getting myself into when we thought of the concept. I was like, all right, this is cool. I've seen this growing up. Oh yeah, I'll be able to do it. No worries. And we go sit inside, and man, terrifying. 100%. It was crazy. But 10 out of 10 in terms of experiences, I would like I can say that I did that because it is absolutely as crazy as it looks. You can just imagine, how you get on, how a roller coaster goes up slow and like goes down, and it's like that moment is the hardest. Imagine that the whole time going sideways. Is
Man,
that.
that's crazy.
It's
Like
crazy,
that's
man.
crazy. So is it like the wall got to be slanted some?
Slightly, slightly. I
Okay.
believe centrifugal force, right? Because the car is picking up momentum. It starts from the bottom. I'll send you a video, man. Like how it starts from the bottom. They actually pick up, and it's like the wood like tilts. So they pick up. They put two tires on the side, and then they start going faster and faster, and then they slowly get like they build momentum, and it rises to the top. So you got to
How
keep that.
fast is that thing
Oh,
going?
it's going fast, man. It's got to be fast enough to keep us there. Because if you slow down, it's gonna fall.
It's
It's
gonna
called the
fall.
it's called the well of death for a reason. Like the people have died.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, ain't
yeah,
gonna lie, man. See, that's something like I may have seen that in a movie, but I probably thought it was fake. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I thought it was fake. Like I said, oh, that's fake.
I understand why. I mean, look, at the end of it, like I said, we did our own stunts, and I felt it. I felt it in my body for the next week, man. It's definitely physically demanding, but it was
Something like
incredible.
that.
It's incredible, man.
Let's set that video off, bro. Let's set that joint off.
Yeah, I mean, we have fun. Honestly, I'm glad I made it out alive. But you got to understand that those guys, there's those folks that perform it every single day. They do that every day for a living. You know what I mean? So I stepped into their world for a bit, and I could only take a day, bro. I was projectile vomiting. I was throwing up everything by the ninth, 10th time. Like it's everything is your stomach is just like, up.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
you had
sideways.
to take something to settle your stomach because I know it was just,
Yeah. No,
and I
I
know
took
your head
I took
was spinning. Your head had to been spinning.
everything was sideways for weight, and you got there's actual g-force, like you sitting in a plane. You can feel you got to straighten your neck out when because
Yeah, yeah,
because of the weight. Yeah,
yeah.
like you were feeling the force. So it's crazy, man. It was I'm glad we were able to do it, man. And like I said, my boys, like boy that directed the video, Bijoy, he is, it takes someone to push someone to do that, man, because
Mhm.
you could choose to just do, have someone else do it, but that's not how we roll, man. You gotta take risks, this, you gotta
Yeah,
take risks.
you got to take some risks. It's like everything is a coin toss. It's a flip.
It
You
is
got to take some risks. You got to step out. It's called stepping out. You got to step out and do it. But boy,
absolutely.
but you took a mean one on
I
that.
did. But I think it's crazy to see how the world kind of came together, and it's real cool because I know like the song is good, but the video and the kind of intent behind it was was what we tried to put together, and that kind of had its own impact, which I'm proud of, and I'm glad that we could stand beside it. And yeah, man, one day when y'all come over, you'll be able to see it in person, and then you get to know.
Yeah, that's definitely something I got. That's something I got to
Yeah,
see. That's
where
something
are
I
you?
got to see.
You in Memphis right now?
I'm in Tennessee. I ain't in Memphis, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm in Memphis. Yeah,
Okay.
but I ain't in Memphis. Nah.
Okay. I
Memphis
understand.
too bad for that. Hey, well, so how is it over there? They don't have crime over there like that, right? You ain't like that.
Oh, they 100% have crime out here. They do. It's just different. I feel like America has how do I put this, man? Like I feel like with y'all guns and the culture is a little bit different. So
Yeah,
the crime is different, but it is very much every place, no matter how nice it looks, also has its bad side. No matter how good it is, right? There's
for sure,
absolutely crime. There's
for sure,
absolutely a lot of wild shit that goes down, and it's just different because people are struggling all over, right?
for sure.
And I think that is universal. So we can kind of agree on that. And
I know when I went to Egypt, it really messed me up because I seen that it was just like people that was just straight up poor, like way more poor than over here, like way more poor.
yeah, I mean,
Like I'm talking literally, I saw kids and their mamas living in ditches. They was like living in a
oh
ditch,
yeah,
and I was just
that's
sitting
that's
there,
that's every day.
yeah. But
Exactly.
but I saw that, but then I saw people that was rich and they had something, but they didn't mingle or mix and mingle with the other people.
Yeah, absolutely. See, India is a place where you can see like a Rolls Royce drive down the same road. There are people begging on the sides of the streets, right?
Oh yeah, that's messed
Because
up.
there is, and it's, I mean, it is just a byproduct of the circumstances. You know what I mean? The thing is, like in America, I spent time over there as well, and the thing is, you guys have systems that are in place. So even when the poor, if you guys go and look for food or jobs or welfare, you have welfare systems. That's not here, right? It's a
Oh,
very different kind
oh,
of
oh,
like, and so the line is like, the line is way lower in that sense in terms of the poverty line. But at the same time, it's an incredible place full of opportunities, and I feel like it's still growing as a whole. So to that point, it's on us to make sure that we can change that environment, and we can bring about good
true.
things that help society
Yeah,
as a whole, man. I mean, that's
that's
something
real.
something that I'm trying to work with, and let's see how it goes, man. Like it's a long journey, man, but I hope we can make a difference,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, you got to be put in. Once you get in position to do something, then it's on you to do it. Yeah, yeah,
absolutely. I
yeah.
feel like it's important, if you got the ability to change the way people think, you got to do it.
You
I mean, at
got to
least
do. That's what we be doing with this right here. I be going into prisons. Yeah, I be going into prison. This
I,
foundation called Go Foundation. Me and my partner got. We be going into prisons, talking to the prisoners and all that. We be doing that, Lord, like let them know, man. Don't give up on life. God don't want you to OD on fentanyl and kill yourself. And if you are breathing, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? If you're breathing, you got a chance.
And that's a beautiful thing, because at the end of it, right, you would think that, and it's so easy for people to get into that place because you're locked up in four walls, and it's the same thing. You don't have, anything can happen. Your mind can get into the darkest and deepest, the darkest of places. But to be able to do that, that's real tangible change, man. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Pat. I'm
Praise
so glad
God.
on that side, and it's so cool to see, man. I've been following. I've been. Obviously, we've been. You guys,
So how
like, we've been.
how long you been rapping? How long you been doing what you been doing?
Oh man. Um. So I used to like freestyle when I was in high school, just because
You was
like
in
everybody
Houston. You was in
smoke blunts.
Houston.
Exactly, in Houston. Yeah, smoke blunts, freestyle, life. Right. Everybody. It was cool, but I only decided to take this seriously like 4 years ago,
Okay.
because I like writing. I like poetry. I like music, man. I think it's just something that we kind of gravitated towards. But I only took it serious about 4 years ago, and then when I took the step, people started listening, man. People started to pay attention, and we took some time and actually built a community over here before this song kind of popped off, which is a beautiful thing, because now when we have, kind of the success that the song has done, we have a community of people that have seen the way that we've kind of spent the time and spent the time on the art and the music and built something over here. And I think that is cool to kind of bridge it to the rest of the world. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. For sure. That's real
Yeah.
good. No, that's real good that you did something different. You know, usually people start over here first and go over there. You
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
First,
yeah. Like you did something different, which is that's something right there. That's really something real different because people don't usually do that. But one thing about the game now, in the rap game now, like bro, like man, I be telling folks this all the time. I be like, man, you could come out of you could be in a town called Run Phoenix, Run Arizona, and then you turn around and you're not even popping in your town like that. Few people, but not popping like that. But then you go, since the internet, you'll be the man in Cape Town in Africa. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And you'll be the man, and you be like, how them people know me over like that? And then like other little places and parts of the United States, you'll be popping, and you'll be like I know a guy, man, a guy down here. He was cool here, but he was really popping in Canada.
yeah.
And so it's like that's how it is. Like the internet, man, you don't know what's gonna happen.
See, I think it has its positives and negatives, right? Because the internet is also a weird, fucked up place. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah,
Like people,
internet,
yeah,
it can't be dumb. It can't be stupid, man.
you know how it is.
Yeah, it can be stupid.
But in the same way, it's also, I think it's beautiful that like just good music speaks. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I wanted to ask you, like, what do you think about the music scene on that side? Like, how do you feel about, because you've been in the game and you've been witnessing how it's evolved over time, right? And the kind of environment that's been built. How do you feel about music that's happening in the United States?
Man, it's good. I mean, it's good. It is different from when I came up, but it's good though. You know what I'm saying? It's not it how can I put this? It's not like it was, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, because I mean, like, but because back then, back in the days, you could take one song and sell a CD, and you could take one song and be the person, be that dude.
Oh yeah,
I mean, your whole like it's like once you got one song, man, the whole CD they gonna rock with you the whole way, the whole CD.
sure.
But then it's like the rap game then was in an infant stage. And when I say that, I'm saying like New York had it, but it was in an infant stage for the South. You know what I'm saying? Then it was in an infant stage, but people were it was like original, stuff coming out, original. And not that people don't do original stuff now, but it's just that back then, you know what I'm saying, we was sampling a lot, and they don't, you can't, you got to clear
Yeah.
samples now. It's just, yeah, it's just like back then, it just wasn't,
Hey,
it wasn't,
when you let me ask you something though. You know that like 3 6 Mafia is like the most sampled, like y'all's music is the most like there are so many songs that y'all use y'all's, ad libs or samples in their music. How do you feel about that, man? Because I'm just saying, like, it's beautiful because we love it, because it's iconic. That yeah ho that y'all do is just worldwide. You know this. Like it's beautiful, right? But then
yeah.
how does it feel like, see everybody like kind of you know the foundation that you set, like you can see it kind of in the music. How do you feel about that?
I, I mean, man, it's cool. I mean, I ain't, I feel good about it really, cause like
Beautiful.
I ain't tripping, cause it's like with it's like this. It's like people that that do sample us or do whatever they do, man, they don't do nothing but man help us out. That helps us to be like stay in like to you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get it.
Now
um
that gives us to stay in staying alive. That keeps the OG alive. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I mean, because if they would, I used to say this back in the days. Like back in the days, they had a thing called when you had the CDs, they used to bootleg your stuff. So, but
mm,
I used to always, people used to be, I found a bootlegger, and they be rappers used to be beating up and beat them, or get them beat up, or whatever. But when
yeah,
I used to see bootleggers, I used to be happy to see them